So here we have, my friends, 2011 Toyota RAV4 2.4 liter 6-speed automatic. It's the Gen 3.5 of the line. So this is the generation right before the next one. So what they changed were front bumpers, the grille, taillights at the back. I'm not sure, but maybe the headlights as well. And it's a classier sort of approach to the vehicle versus the previous generation. Body-wise, paint-wise, it still looks pretty good for a 14-year-old car. The rims on it are non-standard. These are 17-inch HREs with pretty thick tread. The tires are almost new, though the date code is, I think, around 2018. They are a Goodyear brand, so they are rated for 10 years. So on the passenger side, the body is pretty straight. Now this has had like a little retouch on this side for some scratches, but as you see, it's all still pretty much metal. No major accidents or anything, just the usual paint wear from some usual commodity riders. Now taillights are LEDs. You got the spare tire at the back, which makes the little RAV feel a bit more muscular. Have a step cover as well. And then you have a rear camera down there. Suspension on it is pretty solid. This does come with some extra covers as well. On the driver's side, body is still pretty straight. And you also have these rather aesthetic side steps that are not really functional, so don't put any weight on them. It's there for looks. And going back in front, headlights are LEDs, both project your lows and highs and fogs. It's all the standard key. We have two of them. And going inside, you could do a little detail on these to just basically soap and vacuum these out if you want it to be super fresh, but interior is still pretty much clean. Has some seat covers on. I have a Totoro there that's not part of the car. Some air fresheners. And the dashboard is clean, no cracks on it. That's the second row. And this doesn't have a third row, but I've seen some people actually option it out to include one in the States. But here in the Philippines, just 2 rows. And you can have one customized for a third. I think that's around 12.5. Okay, let's go inside. And let's keep the lights on. Okay, so let's give it some time. Startup is pretty easy. Let's turn on the AC because it is quite hot in this condo basement. Now steering is super light because it is electronic power assisted. Now we see the mileage is at 117,000 kilometers. You have the manuals here, registration. Registration is up till this year, 2025, of this month, March. It's due for a new reg next month. So the car was originally an executive car under the Jollibee Food Corp. It was named after an executive of the company, not under the company itself. That was the first owner. The first owner had it till around 80-ish thousand, around 60-ish thousand kilometers. And they kept it pretty much in the casa, maintenance-wise, till 2018. And that's when my friend bought it. It was a pretty sweet car. During the time, it was well cared for. And maintenance since then has been kept pretty much up to date. Although not casa, but still well cared for. It's been in shops like Motec and Shell most of its time, and other Toyota aficionados, because the partner of my friend is quite a Toyota fan, coming from the Camry Club and all, and the Zafiro, not Zafiro, the Corona Club. So the car has RFIDs for north and south. Aircon is good. The radio is an Android unit. Sunglass holders here. And you even have vanity mirrors with lights on both sides, driver and passenger. Now let's take a look at the engine. If I can find the latch, there you go. And all mirrors work. Before we head out, the driver's side is automatic. So there you have it. Now before we head out as well, let's actually take a scan of the car. So you sort of appreciate as well the maintenance that went into this vehicle. And so you also see the actual mileage and all that stuff, because when you buy a modern vehicle, it has computers and it's not carbureted and everything else, right? So you gotta check that stuff out. So we go look at the 2011 without smart key. So there, don't mind the sort of year on this because it's not as accurate, though it does read the travel mileage there. So press, okay. All right. So there, it's preparing it to scan, health report. So there you go, the live scanning of the car. Now, one thing to note on Toyotas is that the air conditioning, as you see here, will show a fault code for a sun sensor if you're parked in the shade, which this obviously is. This is the sun sensor. So if you're parked outside in the sun, it will detect the sun and you won't get an error code for that. So that's basically it. It's quite a weird quirk, and it's not present on other cars. That's quite funny. So as you have it, there's no real codes on the car. Aside from that, make a report and put 2011 on the car. That's my name. So diagnostic report, Toyota RAV4, 117,000 kilometers. No issues aside from that sun sensor on the scan. Okay, so let's take a look at the car from the outside again. Sorry about the noise. This is the second row of the car. As you see, it's quite tight for me because I'm 6'3", but now that I've adjusted the seat, I have enough legroom. And this is all the way back as well for the driver's seat. The passenger seat as well is pretty adjustable. And then you have a center armrest which goes down. Yeah, if I'm able to latch it out. Then we go to the back. It's quite difficult to unlatch these things with a one-hand operation, but forgive it. This is the rear storage. Spacious trunk. Sorry again for the noise. We have massive storage down there. So let's turn on the lights. So the lights are LEDs. As you can see, these are non-side brands for lows, highs, and the fogs. Engine bay is pretty clean. It's just standard. There's some odd leaves every now and then on these areas because those do get picked up. So to clean them out. Battery is new. Engine is serviced, and that's pretty much it. So there you have it. The 2011 Gen 3.5 Toyota RAV4. So, thank you for watching, and hope you check it out soon.